Get started. So this is how your African black soap's gonna come. I got this off Amazon, big brick. It does kind of look like mud. It's not mud. It does look like a mud brick. Here, let me just show you guys. So I've obviously been using this brick, but that's what African black soap looks like. Okay, so we're gonna just get down to business and we're gonna start chipping away at this brick. And we don't need all the shavings to be the same. We just need them to be thin enough to melt down with the hot water. Like I said, we're gonna steep it. And what I like to use to steep it is I have a Keurig, so I like to just put it under the Keurig. But you guys can boil the water. That's totally another way you can do it. Let's see. Just gonna make some more shavings, switch sides so my brick's not completely uneven. But we're just gonna go in and make a lot of good shavings. Just gonna keep it up. I do recommend that you use a cutting board to do this. A nice clean cutting board, because it does kind of flake off. But you just want just enough to fill your jar. And you don't want to fill your jar all the way. So say this is my jar, right? It's clean. And I'm going to fill it. And like I said, I'm not going to fill it all the way, but I am going to make a nice jar. And so they don't need to be compact, you know, loosely put them in there. Okay, I'll do a few more. Okay, and so what we do with this is when I put it in the Keurig, I'm probably going to say, a full cup. I'm going to fill the water to right above the shavings. You don't want too much water to the shavings, so you want to fill it right above it. And I will do that right now. Okay, so while the Keurig is filling that with hot water, I'm just going to rewrap my soap. Okay. So like I said, you know, I use my Keurig. You can boil water if you don't have one at home. That's just what's easiest for me, to just get the right amount of heat. So I'm going to put this aside. Okay. Oh, and it's filling. And like I said, this is pre-steeped, so it's going to end up like this. It's going to be like a really dirty brown color. There's going to be minerals at the bottom. Maybe even like little chunks that looks like little rocks, but they're not. They're minerals, and they're amazing for your hair. They're amazing for your scalp. This stuff is also great for your face and body. So it's great for acne and all kinds of blemishes. So here's this, and it's steeping. So I filled it right above the shavings. Okay, and so that's gonna steep in there. Shake it up a little bit. It's gonna steep, kind of looks like coffee. So we're gonna do that. And so now we've got this steeping. We're going to take our already steeped stuff. We're going to use this. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take our bottle. So once you have your steeped African black soap, it's a lot easier. And okay. So what we do is we fill this up. Oh, oh. Ooh. That was fresh. Okay. So I don't really know where my funnel went, but I'm just gonna very carefully pour this in. And you only want to fill it up about halfway. So see, I poured a little too much in that one. So you want to fill this up. Let's see. Where is that at? A little more. Okay. So like I said, you want to fill that up about halfway. Now I'm going to make obviously a whole bunch more after this video, but you fill it about halfway. Then you want to put your essential oils in. So I put about 2 droppers full of tea tree oil, and it's not full all the way. It's about right there. You can see that it's not totally full. So I put about 2 of those. So I do 1, I go back in, I do another one, and that's 2. Okay, so that's the tea tree oil. And then there's the lavender, and we're going to do the same thing, the same amount. And we're going to do 2 droppers full. So here's 1. Sorry, you might hear my kids in the background. Here's 2. Okay, and then we're also going to add some chamomile extract. Now I'm not going to add this whole thing, but I am going to add a good 1/3. You see that? And this thing was full. And then we're going to add some peppermint, and it's the same amount to of these. So here's 1, and then here's 2. And this is actually a peppermint that a friend of mine made. She makes essential oils. So there's not a brand for that one. And then this one is my neem oil. It's cold pressed. Now neem oil does not smell the best. I am gonna warn everyone about this. Neem oil does not smell very good, but it is amazing for your hair. It helps grow your hair. Not only is it good for your hair, but just like African black soap, it's great for your skin. It's great for your scalp. Actually on here it tells you to put 2 to 3 drops on your fingertips and rub it in your scalp to help hair growth, to help clean and dry face, neck, skin, hair, scalp, to help everything. So anyway, we're gonna do 1 really big shot of this. I'm gonna try to get all the goopy stuff off there, but that's how it looks. And I'm just gonna do my best to shoot that right in there. And so I'm gonna do 2 of these actually because I want it to be enough for the whole bottle. So I'm gonna do 2 shots of those. Okay, and like I said, neem oil doesn't smell the best, but all these 3 essential oils will cover that. I know some people that have had prior experience with neem oil are like, ew, you put that in there. But I swear you can't smell it. It's deliciously smelling, and it will be wonders for your hair. And you know, my husband uses this as body wash. he has really sensitive skin, and it's because of the black African soap and the neem oil, I believe, that he uses it all over, not just shampoo. But I did create this for shampoo, obviously. So this is half the bottle, right? That's about maybe a little more than half because of the chamomile and the essential oils. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna fill up the other half of this bottle with some organic base. And so we're just gonna simply, I don't have my funnel today, so I'm just gonna very carefully pour that in. And so I will just fill it up. Okay, and I always leave just a tiny smidgen. I don't know if you can see, I always leave just a tiny space at the top, just to leave a little bit of room for mixing. Okay, and if you see, you can literally see the base separate from the black soap. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to shake it. And if you don't feel like shaking it, what I do is I go and I get one of these little shish kebab sticks that I use for multi-purposes in the kitchen. I use them all the time. So I use these. It's kind of hard to see because it's a shish kebab stick. But I use this and I stick it in there and I just swirl around. And this is how I really get, and my best option for this is like kind of a stabbing motion, like a stab swirl. And this really gets the soap at the bottom all mixed in. It really does. So you just kind of mix it up. And this soap will separate just a little bit when you leave it. And so you just shake it up. And it's mostly just the African black soap and the essential oils that separate after a little bit. And you just mix it right up. Like I said, I don't know if you can really see. I'm kind of really going in there and mixing it. So like I said, you're gonna see little pieces that look like rock in this. Oh, there you go. There's a good way to show you. See all that sediment at the bottom? Well, that is all minerals and natural good stuff from the earth for our hair, for our skin. Yeah, see, it's amazing. You can't even smell the neem oil. And I think maybe it's because I do put so much essential oil, but it works great, so can't knock it. Alright, and so here it is. Obviously, I could stir a little more. You can definitely see like the little bubbles that are the shampoo base. So you're just going to want to mix those in so you don't have any more base bubbles is what I call them, but they're just little bubbles of base that haven't been mixed. And so what this base really does is it really just thickens it. It gives it, I don't really think it gives it any extra lather, but it does thicken it, and yeah. I am a very big supporter of bases, natural bases, like, and soap making. Just makes it a little bit funner. Here you go. There you go, and that is my African black soap shampoo, and I wish that you guys could smell it. Oh, but you can't smell things over the internet, unfortunately. But here's this. It's all done, it's all steeped, it's all beautiful. You slap a label on it, you could write shampoo on it and stick it in your shower. It's great for everyone. It's great for all your kids. I have toddlers. I have a 1-year-old, a 2-year-old, and he's 3. 1, 3, and 5, and they use this. It's amazing. My husband used it all over, like I said. I obviously have really long hair. This definitely helps. Like I said, I'll have to do another tutorial on my conditioner. But for right now, there's my shampoo.